Alright, welcome back everyone, and welcome to my full review of the FIIL T1X truly wireless Bluetooth earbuds. So I've been using these bad boys for a good amount of time, and I finally feel like I've gathered all my thoughts and opinions on them, and that's what I'm going to share with everyone today in this full review. So hopefully by the end of this review, you guys and gals know whether or not these earbuds are worth picking up. Alright? So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. Now starting off, let's go ahead and talk about the overall build quality and design of the earbuds, right? Now in terms of the build quality and design of the earbuds, I have to say, I think FIIL has done a great job, okay? Now this bad boy is primarily built out of your grippy and texturized plastic materials. But all in all, I think the combination of materials that FIIL has decided to go with was a smart decision, because these bad boys are very grippy because of the wings and very comfortable and lightweight for extended listening sessions because of that plastic build material. So really good choice in build materials, FIIL. Now I thought I was going to have a tough time because of the glossy plastic and the touch area. And for the most part, when we talk about touch controls, I did have a tough time. But other than that, in terms of gripability and usability, it was actually really good. So the overall build quality and design on these are really good in my overall opinion. Alright, good job, FIIL. Good job indeed. Next thing I want to talk about with everyone is I want to briefly run through the core features on these earbuds. Let's go. And I gotta say, in terms of core feature set, once again, FIIL has done a great job. Now, core feature number one, and one of my absolute favorites, these bad boys incorporate Bluetooth 5.0 into them. That means that you can truly live that hashtag wireless lifestyle, hashtag no cables for the win. You know how we do. Now, a really cool addition is that instead of going with the standard 10 meter or 33 foot range, FIIL actually bumped up the range to 100 feet or 30 meters. So these bad boys should have a really good overall Bluetooth range and strength. And spoiler, we're going to expand on it a little bit later on, but the Bluetooth range and strength on these is top notch, and I haven't had any issues. So that's a really solid first core feature. Great job, FIIL. Great job indeed. Core feature number two, these bad boys do incorporate IP65 waterproofing and sweat resistance, making them ideal for the gym, for the gym and or workouts or road running or road walking. Shouldn't have any problems. Now, I was kind of surprised to see a phone IP rating. You know, typically we're used to seeing actual earbud IP ratings, IP4, IP5, IP6, all the way up to IP8. But these ones actually have a phone rating of IP65, waterproofing, and sweat resistance. So that is actually really good. Okay? And I gotta say, it holds up quite well. Alright, the next core feature on these bad boys is something that I absolutely enjoyed, and you know, it was beautiful, is the fact that these bad boys have a 1/4 inch driver built into each earbud, meaning that you should get some really good bass on these and some really good noise reduction or noise isolation. And I gotta tell y'all, in terms of the noise reduction and isolation and overall bass, it was top notch. I'm still kind of blown away at the type of bass that FIIL was able to put into these. I don't know what type of magic they worked, but the overall bass clarity and all of that was really good. So that is a really nice core feature. And because of that, in particular because of the DSP noise reduction, that does mean that you should get really clear phone calls. And spoiler, we're going to expand on this a little bit later on. The phone calls were really good. Now, I did have a little bit of a connection issue, but I'm going to tell y'all what happened when we go over the microphone quality. But overall, that really good 1/4 inch driver means you're getting some really good bass, and that DSP noise reduction is really good for crystal clear phone calls. So really good stuff there in my overall opinion, and that's a really nice core feature. The next core feature on these is the fact that they do incorporate quick charge. So in particular, the manufacturer is touting 10 minutes of charge, giving you 2 hours of usage. Now, in my particular case, 10 minutes of charge was actually getting me about 5 hours of usage, but that pretty much depends on the volume that you keep the earbuds at. But that quick charge, I can vouch for that. Really fast quick charging, and that again makes these ideal for using in the gym and or any type of workout. So good stuff there as well. And one of my all-time favorite core features on these is that they do give you the ability to use them in independent mode, one earbud at a time, or stereo mode, both earbuds together. And I gotta tell y'all, the seamlessness in which you can transition from one earbud to the other is pretty much top notch, okay? It's really good. I'm gonna demonstrate it a little bit later on. But that pretty much goes over all of the core features. And yet again, in terms of the core feature set, I feel as though FIIL has done a great job. Great job indeed, okay? Now, moving on, let's now talk about the overall sound quality, the volume, and the bass on these bad boys. Now, if y'all want a more in-depth look, including a dedicated sound sample, please feel free to check out my Fit and Sound demo. I'll have it linked up down below. So I'm just going to reiterate or parody what I mentioned from over there. But the overall sound quality, volume, and bass on these is top notch. In terms of the sound quality, it was very crystal clear throughout, with little to no distortion on the low or the high ends of the volume spectrum. In terms of the overall volume, these bad boys do get extremely loud, and with them at 50% or higher, I was able to drown out all of my surroundings and fully immerse myself in whatever I was trying to do with the earbuds. So the overall volume on these is top notch. And the overall bass, oh my goodness, I don't know what FIIL did, but the bass on these is really good. And it gets better if you download the FIIL Plus application, and then you could tweak some of these sound profiles to your liking to make it even better. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I played around with the application, but I didn't really leave any settings permanent. I kind of put everything back to default because I feel as though it should come really nicely tuned out of the box to the point where you shouldn't have to mess around with settings. But the fact that they do have a dedicated companion application, that was a really nice plus as well. Okay, but the overall sound quality, volume, and the bass on these is top notch. All right, let's keep it moving now. Up next now, let's briefly expand upon the overall mic performance, or i.e. the mic quality. Now, if you guys and gals would like to get a sample of the overall microphone performance, I did use these earbuds to record the audio for one of my latest reviews that are up on the channel. If it's not up already, it should be going up around the same time as this review is going up. So I'll be sure to link that down below in the video description so y'all can get a good overall general idea of the sound quality coming out of the microphones. But other than that, in terms of other microphone performance, I took a lot of phone calls with these, I dictated a lot of text messages with these, and I dictated a lot of voice commands to various different devices, all with these earbuds, and it worked pretty much flawlessly. Now, the one issue that I was having was when I was connecting up to phone calls, the connection kind of got a little wonky. Like, it would connect and it would take a few seconds for the actual sound and the audio to bounce over to the earbuds. And I'm not entirely sure what the problem was for that, but that happened to me a lot during phone calls, and it did happen to me a few times during video calls where I would connect the video call or the phone call, and I'm sitting there, it says connected and the call is going, and I don't hear anything, and you know, they can't hear me, and we're literally sitting there for about 2 seconds saying hello, hello, before it kicks on. And it's even worse in video calls because people will start up a video call and just start launching into a full-blown conversation, not knowing that I missed the first part of the conversation because it took a few seconds to kick on and connect. So Overall, the mic quality is good. I think the connectivity is a little bit off, but it is what it is. It still works and does what it needs to do, so it's not bad. It does need a little bit of tweaking though, but the overall mic performance is really good. All right, let's keep it moving now. Let's go. Now, up next now, I want to briefly walk everyone through the overall pairing steps, and then we're going to walk everyone through the Bluetooth earbud button controls, and we're going to keep it moving. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I do want to let everyone know, as long as your device supports Bluetooth, pretty much Bluetooth of any version, you should be good to go, and these steps will work. That being said, depending on the device you have and or the OS you're running, these steps will look a little bit different. So what do I mean? If you try to connect up these earbuds to a Windows device, the steps will be the same, but it's just going to be laid out and it's going to look a little bit different than opposed to if you try to connect these bad boys up to an Android device or an iOS Apple device, okay? The overall general steps are the same. It just looks a little bit different depending on the OS and or the platform that you're trying to connect them up to. Now, in this video here today, we will be using to demonstrate on Android, okay? So if you have an Android device, Android phone, Android tablet, Android computer box, Android TV that supports Bluetooth, these steps will work. If you have iOS, Windows, Linux, these steps are the same. It's just going to look a little bit different depending on those OSs and platforms. Okay? Just wanted to get that disclaimer out of the way. So now let's go ahead and jump into these pairing steps. Now on your Android device, the first thing you want to do is fire up the display. Okay? So we're going to fire the display up as you see here. Then you want to swipe down on your notification shade twice to pull up your quick toggles. So 1, 2, pull your quick toggles right up. Then you want to tap on the Bluetooth quick toggle to turn it on. Give it about a second to turn on. Then you want to press and hold on it to take you into the Bluetooth sub settings. And as a matter of fact, let me turn off dark mode to make it a little bit easier to see for y'all. Did it? Yeah, turn off, boy. There you go. So now y'all can see it a little bit easier. So you tap the Bluetooth quick toggle once to turn it on. Give it a second. Then you want to press and hold to take you into the Bluetooth sub settings here. All right. Then at that point, what you would need to do is you want to tap on pair a new device right here. And then your device is ready to go. Then on the earbuds, what you would need to do is you can power them on by pressing and holding on the touchpad for 3 to 5 seconds. You'll get a nice audible prompt and it will fire up, and then it will automatically go into pairing mode. Or you can drop them in the case and take them out, and once you see the blue LED flashing, that means that it's in pairing mode. And then what you want to do is you just want to find it. So in our case, we would find it. It will be labeled like this. Let me show y'all. So you're looking for this in the Bluetooth settings. So you're looking for FIIL T1X. Okay. You tap on that. It's going to begin the pairing process. It's going to pop up with a pairing confirmation dialog box. You hit confirm, and then it's going to load right up. Okay. Then after that, you should be good to go to use the earbuds. All right. Now what I want to do is I'm just going to connect it up real fast, and then we're going to go ahead and show y'all how seamless it is to transition from one earbud to two and two earbuds to one. So we're going to do this. We're going to drop them in the case. Close the case. Let it sit for a second. Then we're going to open the case. Take the earbuds out. And now, because I've already previously paired them, they're going to pair right back up. And you can see on my device, it says connected. All right. So now they're connected and I'm ready to go. So now, let's say I was listening to some music. So let me fire some music up here. Okay. Let me make sure I hold it kind of far away from the microphone. I don't want to get any copyright, but we got some music playing. Okay. And let's say the music is playing now, it's coming through both earbuds. And let's say now I wanted to go for a run. When I go for a run, I typically use one earbud at a time. Well, all I have to do is decide which earbud I want to use and put the corresponding one back in the case. So let's say I wanted to use the right earbud. All I would have to do is put the left earbud back in the case. It's going to disconnect. It's going to power off. And the music will still keep going through the earbud that's still connected. So you can see that music didn't stop. It didn't stop playing. There was no break in the connection. It's just very seamless. Now, I absolutely love that. The seamlessness or the ease of use at which it hands off between the earbuds is top notch. So the overall seamlessness or handoff is really, really good. So if I want to go from one earbud to two or two earbuds to one, it's really just that easy. So now let's say I wanted to go back to two. Take out the left earbud. It's going to pair back up. You're going to get a little sync prompt, and then you'll hear audio playing from both earbuds. So that is really, really nice. I like that. I like that a lot. So that pretty much goes over the seamlessness transition between 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, and that goes over the Bluetooth earbud the Bluetooth earbud pairing steps. Now what I'm going to do is I've already made a separate video taking y'all through the Bluetooth earbud button controls. So I'm going to cut in that clip right now, and then we're going to continue on with the rest of the video. So I hope y'all enjoyed this walkthrough, and I'll see y'all in a second. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Now for this portion of the video, I just wanted to take some time and walk y'all through the Bluetooth earbud button controls. Alright, so let's get started. Now, first things first, we're going to start off with the music controls. And in order to work the music controls, you do need to have music playing. In order to play or pause the music, you can double tap on either the right or the left earbud to play or pause the music. So let me demonstrate that now. So let's double tap. Music starts playing. Okay, that was the right. Double tap on the left. Music pauses. Just that easy, right? Now, let's say you want to turn the volume up on the music, or you want to turn the volume down on the music. All of that can be done from the left earbud. Now it's a single tap on the left earbud to turn the volume up, and it's a triple tap on the left earbud to turn the volume down. Let me demonstrate. So first we got to start the music again. Start the music. Okay, now let's turn the volume up. Tap on the left. Volume going up. Volume going up. Volume going up. Now, I want to turn the volume down. Triple tap. There you can see volume going down, right? Just that easy. So volume up is a single tap. Volume down is a triple tap, all on the left. Now, let's say you want to go to the next track, or you want to go to the previous track. All of that can be done from the right earbud here, okay? So a single tap on the right earbud takes you to the next track. A triple tap on the right earbud will restart the track or take you to the previous track. Let's demonstrate now. So single tap. There you go, next track. Single tap. Next track. Single tap. Next track. Just like that, right? Now, restart our previous track. Triple tap. Just like that. Okay? So once again, let me try and do it without messing up. So next track, single tap. Okay? Okay, previous track or restart, triple tap. Just like that. See, it's a little bit hard for me to do. This is one of the reasons why I don't like touch controls, but it is what it is. Now, we also have voice assistant activation. That's just a single tap and hold for 2 seconds, and then you wait for the prompt and you can interact with your voice assistant. Let's try it now. That one works with either earbud. So let's start with the right. 1, 2. Missed it. 1, 2. Missed it. 1, 2. Missed it. 1, 2. Got it. What's the weather like in Palm Bay today? There you go. There you go. Alright. So that pretty much goes over the Bluetooth earbud button controls. Now, the voice assistant activation will work with or without music playing. I'm not going to push my luck, so we're just going to leave it at that. And now I'm going to cut back to the rest of the review video. I hope you guys and gals enjoy. See y'all on the other side. Peace. Alright, and we are back. So I hope y'all enjoyed that real quick walkthrough of the Bluetooth earbud button controls. And I kind of like doing it that way because not only do I get to walk y'all through it, but y'all get a nice visual representation. Let me know what y'all think of that portion of the video. Do you like it that way, or do you want me to try and do it a different way? Leave your feedback down below in the comments. All feedback is greatly appreciated. Just keep it respectful, please. Alright, now let's keep it moving. So let's move on to the next category now. Up next, the next thing I want to talk about with everyone is the overall Bluetooth range and the overall Bluetooth strength. Now, once again, in terms of the Bluetooth, we're rocking Bluetooth 5.0 on board with these earbuds, and it does have an expanded range of 30 meters or 98 feet. And I gotta tell y'all, in terms of the range and strength, it was pretty much top notch. I didn't have any issues. I did my standard range testing, which is pretty much leaving my connected device here in my bedroom, and I just start walking. Now, 15 feet from here is my kitchen. 15 feet from the kitchen is the porch. That would be 30 feet from here. And about 45 to 50 feet from here is my pool deck. Okay, that would be 15 feet from the porch, or about 5 feet from the porch. And then about, I want to say 50 to 70 feet from here is one of the driveways where I take out the trash. Okay, yeah. And yeah, I can honestly tell y'all during my Bluetooth testing that these did not disconnect at all. They actually only started disconnecting once I started to walk down the driveway, which is more than 100 feet away. So the overall Bluetooth range and strength on these is top notch. Really good stuff. Yet again, Philly, really good stuff indeed. And I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. I'm probably not, but it is what it is. Pronunciation guide manufacturers, I need one. Okay? Now, moving on from the Bluetooth range and strength, let's now talk about the overall durability. And this is yet another important area because y'all know your boy is Mr. Super Clumsy. So it's just a matter of time before I drop these things. Okay? It's not, is he going to? It's, when is he going to drop these things? Because I always do. Because I'm Mr. Super Clumsy. It just is what it is. But I'm very happy to report that in terms of the durability on these earbuds, these bad boys are top notch. Now, I was good with these, man. I only really dropped these about one time during my review period. But you can see that was a pretty high drop because they fell out of my pocket in the car and then they rolled under my seat. But you can see they're still in pristine condition. Okay. Okay, so no dings, no dents, no scratches. Overall, the durability on these is top notch in my opinion. But that does not mean, and y'all already know what I'm gonna say, that does not mean that you can just go ham. You can just go Incredible Hulk mode and these bad boys are gonna survive. No. Okay, you still do need to be extremely careful because all it does take is one good drop and these bad boys can break. But if you're more clumsy or you're a clumsy individual like I am, they are more apt to survive, but you still need to be careful. So no Incredible Hulk mode using these. No. Okay? Now, moving on from the durability, let's now talk about the overall charge times and the overall battery life. Now, before I can get into my particular results, let's go ahead and run through the manufacturer's estimates. Let's start off with the battery life first, and then we'll segue over into the charge times. So, the manufacturer quoted with these as being able to get 6 hours on a single charge, and then the charging case being able to provide you upwards of 24 hours or 3 additional charges. And they're using a cumulative total which gives you 24 hours overall. Okay, so they're combining all the hourly usage between the charging case and the earbuds. That's how they get that 24-hour, including the charging case number. And keep in mind, the charging case should get you at least 3 additional charges. Now, in my particular testing, I found that I was actually doing a little bit better than that. Now, for my testing, I was getting anywhere from between 7 to 8 hours on a single charge, but I was still averaging their advertised total. So I was getting between 21 and 24 hours on a single charge in stereo mode, and then in independent mode, I was getting between 14 to 16 hours on a single charge. Then, including the charging case, I was averaging between 42 and 48 hours, including the charging case. So really good overall battery life, in my opinion. Now, it's not the best. Y'all know when it comes to me testing out these earbuds, I'm looking for that all-elusive 10 hours plus overall battery life. This one came pretty close. There was a few instances where I almost got 9 hours, but I couldn't consistently recreate that. But it relatively averaged out to between 7 and 8 hours on a single charge. So it was pretty close, and that more than meets and exceeds the manufacturer's estimate. So the overall battery life on this, I would say, is good. It does need some improvement, but it's pretty good, especially when you look at it in comparison to the overall charge times, which is what we're getting ready to talk about now. You will actually say this is really, really good. And I will also say the same. Now, talking about the overall charge times with the earbuds, the manufacturer quoted, and yeah, y'all don't have to check the audio, the manufacturer quoted that these earbuds will fully charge in about 40 minutes. Yes, they'll fully charge in about 40 minutes, okay? Or you can quick charge them for 10 minutes and get 2 hours of usage. And I don't know what I was trying to say. And I can vouch for that because in my testing, they pretty much charged up in about 40 minutes. Now, you gotta leave some leeway for user error. Oh my gosh, I can't talk today. I'm sorry, y'all. You gotta leave some space for user error. So I actually averaged about 41 minutes. But again, I have some dexterity issues, and certain instances I did let it overcharge a little bit. So I would have to chalk that 41-minute average up to user error. So I do believe that they will fully charge in about 40 minutes. So the overall charge times on these is really good. Now, talking about the charge times with the case, because they did not give us any charging information for that. Charging with the case, I would have to say the case charges up in about 2 hours to about 2.5 hours. Okay? So really good stuff there. And yet again, as I said in the unboxing video, if you want to charge up the buds, you just drop the bud in, close the case, and then if the light is on, that means the bud is charging. Once the light goes off, that means the earbud is fully charged. Same thing goes for charging up the case. So when you plug in the USB Type-C port, thank you FIIL for including that. Say it with me, y'all. One cable to rule them all. USB Type-C, all the things. So when you plug in via the USB Type-C port, both of these LEDs will light up. That indicates that it's charging. Once it goes off, that means the case is fully charged. All right. So good stuff there. And I just wanted to show y'all that. But overall charge times for the case are good. I do wish they were a little bit better. Because, I mean, come on, man. The buds charge up in 40 minutes. Why couldn't y'all give me a case that charges up in 40 minutes? Okay. That might be a little bit of a stretch, okay? Okay, I understand. Y'all probably bugging out in the comments right now. Saying, E, you want a case and some earbuds that charge up in 40 minutes? Yes! I really do. Yes! Because I stay in Florida and the average drive is 20 to 40 minutes. So the amount of time that it takes me to get in the car and drive somewhere, that's all it should take to fully charge my buds. Yes, I really do want a pair of earbuds and a charging case that charges up in 40 minutes. Am I going to get that? Probably not. So, in all honesty, if you can get the case charge times down to an hour to an hour and a half, that would be really good. So 2 to 2.5 hours, that's a little much. Especially considering that the buds themselves charge up in about 40 minutes. So the charge times for the case do need some improvements, but it is what it is. But the overall charge times for the buds are top notch. Okay? So that goes over the overall charge times, and that goes over the overall battery life with the earbuds. Now, one thing I want to keep in mind, that this is just based on my particular usage and my particular usage style. Your guys and gals results may vary because we all use and charge our devices differently. Okay? Just wanted to point that disclaimer out there. I don't want people hitting me up in the comments, well, you said it would last this long and mine are only lasting this long. Or I don't want people hitting me up in the comments, you said it only takes this long to charge and mine is taking this long to charge. Keep in mind, your results may vary, okay? It also depends on the charger that you're using and the cable that you're using. And, disclaimer, everywhere that I plug in something in my home is using a form of quick charge, whether it be turbo power charging, quick charge 3, quick charge 4, direct power delivery. Anytime I have to plug something in, it's getting some form of quick charge. Okay, so your guys and gals results may vary. All right, good stuff there. So now let's move on. Now what I want to do is I want to briefly run through the positives and the negatives of these earbuds. Then we're going to wrap this video up. We're going to talk about the pricing, availability. I'm going to get into my overall final thoughts and get into whether or not I would recommend y'all pick these up or not. Okay? So let's run through these positives and negatives real quick. And as I always do, I have a full list of the positives and a full list of the negatives thrown up in post. So please feel free to pause the video wherever you see the corresponding list that you're interested in to check it out for yourself. And as always, I am not perfect and I never claim to be. So if there's a positive or a negative that I missed or did not mention, please feel free to throw that positive or negative down below in the comments. And also feel free to leave all of your feedback down below in the comments as well. Just keep it respectful, please. All right? Let's keep it going now. Now, talking about the positives. Again, this is pretty much going to be a summary of everything that I talked about throughout the video. I do think the overall build quality and design is really good. I actually think that the core features on these are top notch. I feel as though the sound quality, volume, and the bass on these are top notch as well. The microphone performance is really good. It does need a little bit of improvement. Good stuff there. The overall Bluetooth range and strength is top notch. The overall durability is top notch as well. And the overall comfort level for extended listening sessions is top notch as well. And this is also coming with some really fast charge times and for the most part, some really good overall battery life, all at a really good price. Price is something we're getting ready to talk about in a little bit here. So that pretty much runs through all of the positives. Now, talking about the negatives, okay? And if y'all have seen any of my videos, y'all already know what some of these negatives are gonna be. But negative number one is the touch controls. Now, it's not so much the touch controls per se, it's the touch controls implementation. And if y'all check out the Bluetooth earbud button control section, y'all can see that I was actually struggling with the touch controls on these earbuds, okay? It was a little bit confusing to me, and based on muscle memory from other earbuds that I tested, it was a little bit hard for me to get used to. Now, if these are the only set of earbuds that you have, once you get used to it, you will be good to go. But for me, I'm putting the touch controls in the negative category. That's just my preference. I'm not a big fan of touch controls, okay? Y'all put this wherever y'all feel it should go, but for me, the touch controls are a negative, so I'm putting it in the negative category, okay? That's negative number one. Negative number two, no built-in LED readout display, okay? Y'all know I love my LED readout displays. It takes all of the guesswork out of it. So I would have really liked to have seen a built-in LED readout display, so I know how much charge is left on the case, and I know how long it's going to be before the earbuds fully charge. That would have been sweet, okay? And then lastly, there is no wireless charging built into the case, okay? So it's not truly a wireless experience, because once the case dies, you will need to plug it in, meaning you will have to fight with a cable at some point. So if wireless charging was built into the case, that would have made it a truly wireless experience, because then with wireless charging, you don't really have to plug anything in, okay? So yeah, I think that about does it for the negatives. Oh, and also the connectivity does need a little bit of improvement, and the overall battery life does need a little bit of improvement as well. I know it might be a stretch of me, but I really want these things to start coming with 10 hours plus of battery life. This way, if you forget to charge it, you'll still be good to go, because it will still have battery left. That's why I want these Bluetooth accessories to come with 10 hours plus of battery life, okay? It is what it is, okay? But that briefly goes through the negatives and the positives, and in my opinion, the positives of these earbuds vastly outweigh the negatives, okay? Let's keep it moving now, and let's get into the final part of this video. Let's talk about the price. Now, before I talk about the price and get into my final thoughts and recommendation, I just want to send a big shout out and a big thank you yet again to Katie Cosmo for recommending that I take a look at these earbuds. Now, I was a little bit bummed that I couldn't take advantage of the discount that she took advantage of, but I still was able to get a discount nevertheless. But big shout out and a big thank you going out to Katie Cosmo for her recommendation. I really do appreciate it, because that takes some of the research and grunt work out of it for me. It is what it is. Thank you so much. That being said, now let's talk about pricing with these bad boys. Now, this was yet again another Amazon pickup, and I was actually able to get these for $45. Realistically, it's $49.99, but I just make it easy and call it $45. Let me show y'all the retail price, including the coupon I was able to get. So right there, you can see the retail cost, okay, minus the $5 coupon that I got, meaning that these overall cost me $44.99 or $45 just to make it easy, okay? And at that price point, can I recommend that y'all pick these earbuds up, or is there something else that I can recommend? Okay, well, yes, I can recommend that y'all pick these up, but also I can recommend another product as well that is kind of a little bit easier to use in my overall opinion, and does go on sale for pretty much the same price. But before we get into that, let me just solidify my recommendation. Can I recommend that y'all pick these earbuds up? I would have to say yes, especially if you can get them on sale or get them with a discount coupon like I did. You should really enjoy these. That being said, for around the same price, you can also get something like these right here, the Earfun Freeze. These go on sale for about $45 to $50 regularly. Now these regularly are $60, but they do go on sale for $45 to $50. So it's inside of the same price point, and I can recommend these. Okay, and I can also recommend these right here. Okay, the Earfun Air, the first generation. Now these are regularly $60, but they do go on sale and they do have discount coupons all the time that bring them down to within $40 to $50. Okay, so again, well within the same price point. So here is two really good recommendations. If you pick these up and you don't like the way the touch controls are, or you feel like they're missing a feature, these are two other earbuds that I can also recommend. Okay, and I've done full reviews on both of these as well. I'll link these up down below in the video description as well. Okay, so that pretty much does it for the full review on these. And as always, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed the video, and or I hope y'all found the video helpful. If you did enjoy the video and or you found it helpful, please help your boy out by giving the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out. You don't know how much. As always, if you'd like to see more content like this, please also feel free to hit that subscribe button down below, and make sure you click off the notification bell icon right next to it so you guys and gals get notified when I publish new videos. That being said, if this video piqued your interest, all the links to where y'all can pick up these earbuds at some really great prices will be available down below in the video description, along with all of my extended coverage on these earbuds, including the recommendations as well. So as always, if your interest is piqued, down below in the video description will be like a one-stop shop for you guys and gals, and you should be good to go. Okay? Recording this video here today, I am using the rear-facing primary camera on the regular Samsung Galaxy S7. And this is being recorded in 720p resolution at 30 frames per second. And recording all the audio here today, I am using my clip-on microphone. So as always, please let me know what you think of the overall video quality, as well as what you think of the overall audio quality down below in the comments. As always, all feedback is greatly appreciated. Just keep it respectful, please. Alright? Hope everyone is staying safe out there. I hope you guys and gals are having a great day, and I will catch everyone in my next video. Have a good one, everybody. We are out of here. Peace.